Saturday, August 10, 2024. Forecasted temperature is 67 degrees with mostly cloudy skies with a chance of rain. Today our ship is anchored off the coast of Holyhead, Wales. This is a tender port, meaning we have to take our lifeboats to get to shore, as there are no docks big enough to accommodate our cruise ship. The process to get to shore on a lifeboat is very difficult for those with walkers and canes. We saw many struggling trying to get up the ramp after leaving the tender boat. At 9:15 a.m., Susan and I went on the Caernarfon Castle and Snowdonia Mountains excursion. It started with a bus ride through northwest Wales over to the Britannia Bridge, which crosses the Menai Strait between the Isle of Anglesey and the city of Bangor. We stopped to get some pictures of the bridge, but it was foggy and raining. The bridge was originally built by the noted railway engineer Robert Stephenson to enable trains to directly travel between London and the port of Holyhead. We then drove to the town of Caernarfon to see the Caernarfon Castle, which played a key role in England's long struggle for dominion over Wales. King Edward I of England began building the castle in 1283. It became the principal seat of government for the territory. The castle was never fully completed. It suffered damage during the Welsh uprising in 1294, endured sieges in the early 1400s and the civil wars of the 1640s, and underwent periods of neglect. Caernarfon was meant to be a royal castle built to house a king, queen, and their court, a household that could number over 500 people. Yet no king, queen, or prince visited between 1295 and 1399, and the royal chambers inside the castle were never finished. Stone toothing shows where walls were to be continued but never finished. The king's chief representative, titled Keeper of the Castle and Town of Caernarfon, lived in a house in town. A sub-constable probably lived inside the castle. The castle had a garrison of some 40 soldiers. Some of the officers' wives and children also lived in the castle, as well as servants, a chaplain, an armorer, a carpenter, a mason, and a smith who maintained the castle. In the 1300s, the castle was also used as a prison. While touring the corridors inside the castle walls, our tour guide talked about the origin of the word threshold. There was a lip or step built into the floor between the room and the hall that would keep thresh from leaving the room. Thresh was like carpeting on the floor, made up of hay, straw, and other vegetation that would provide padding where people could sleep. Inside the castle grounds is the stone foundation of what once was a huge rectangular building 100 feet long. This great hall was where the castle community ate their daily meals. A slate-roofed walkway linked the Great Hall with the kitchen that was located on the opposite side of the lower courtyard. In modern times, the castle was the site where on July 1, 1969, Queen Elizabeth II presented her son Prince Charles with the honors of being the Prince of Wales. Following the formal proceedings inside the castle, the newly invested Prince of Wales was presented to Wales and the world from the balcony of the Queen's Gate. In 1986, the castle achieved international recognition as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We had about an hour and a half to walk around inside the castle and check out some of the tourist shops nearby. We then had lunch at the old courthouse just across the street from the castle. After lunch, we drove through the Snowdonia Mountains. I was surprised at how tall these mountains are, the tallest being 3,560 feet above sea level. This area is where they mine slate used to make roofs. It is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Our final stop on the tour before heading back to the ship was to a little town whose official name consists of 58 characters.